We tried to do 3 buildings that had their own identity. We thought it was important that people could have at least their own identity in between this multifamily building. Also the idea behind especially the social housing or the affordable housing, that 2 buildings that we're doing, is that every apartment also has an identity. So they're different, all of them, they're different in little details. In the 3 in one of the buildings, and the other building, all the apartments are completely different. And so in this case, we really were taking care of the identity of each person. We think that the dialogue comes with the materiality. It is true that it's been given, so it was given for the whole Iloa, the idea of the raw materials, simple raw materials, but we also wanted them to be related, the 3 of us. So we did little things that relate. For example, in the 2 social housing buildings, what we did is we wanted to carve a little bit the loggias. So the volume has carvings, very geometrical carvings, and the loggias are in those carvings. And then the social housing and the other one, the more residential use, they have the frames of the windows that come into the building, creating a window. So they have little things that they become a dialogue between the 3 of them. Well, a little bit the garden extends into the entries of the buildings in different ways, like the pavement, but also a little bit the garden goes and directs you to the entrance of the buildings. But I think that in general the whole ILO is a set of things that you cannot put apart. So you could not take just one building out, erase it, and the place would not be the same, because it really feels one whole thing. Although it's designed by different architects, I do believe that in a way it was very clever how Herzog and de Meuron were doing the disposition of all the buildings, that it really feels like it cannot miss one of the pieces. And the garden is the thing that composes everything. Well, we wanted to do a very textured concrete. We wanted it to have a texture, and we wanted to have also a material that it's natural, and it is wood. No? So wood can really become part of the the coziness of the apartment, and it's also the transition between the exterior spaces and the interior. And then the interior is it's more of a regular set of finishes, but our idea was to have these materials that could become more rough to the exterior, more domestic to the interior. We wanted to have an important relationship with the exterior. Obviously, we have to balance it with the amount of light that we could bring into the apartments, and also the amount of heat or cold we could manage with the size of the windows. So that sizes we're giving with those mathematics, as it is in the code, but also we wanted to really have, also we did the carvings and we did the windows that are displaced in other places, so you can also have different views. No, it's not only that from the street you look different, but also when you are in your apartment, you have framing in different places of the law, of the place, of the city. No, a little bit, and at some points they extend toward the city. It was also that important for us, so we were very careful in the composition to create that movement, to have different possibilities.